afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Zeich, Defender of the Fatherland, off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Holotny Farmer between Redxwings here fighting for the Soviet Union for the glory of Comrade Stalin and the 7th Mechanized Corps going up versus Crazyman fighting for the Reich for the Oberkommando West. Fighting here for the 4th SS Panzergrenadier Division Polizei. We got points being secured rapidly. We got Sturm Pioneer moving forwards. Volkskorps following up. We're noting here by the way a dual engineer start here from Redxwings with a special rifle command. So bulletins here could show and indicate he's playing there for the Strafniki, which he has when he's previously placed as the Soviets, or used quite fondly there. He is rather happy about using them. You got Bart Wire going up there for Crazyman, quickly wiring off the central point there to deny it as cover. More Volkskorps there following up for Crazyman. There we go, we got the first penal unit there arriving, slowly, surely. Engineers rushing ahead, they're heading southwards while others heading northwards, thus going for a spread, thus overall hoping to grab a lot more territory, but at the same time also doing it in such a manner that, for example, one attack could, for example, throw it all off, but at the same time it also serves as reconnaissance, giving him a better idea where his opponent's directed. So all in all, a multi-purpose movement. Wiring off cover here to deny it to the enemy. First unit here of Strafniki, penal troops arriving. They were usually used as assault troops and thus more usually not occupied but equipped with assault weaponry like submachine guns and grenades and whatnot. Otherwise they found themselves used either as distractions or minesweepers, in which case they weren't given any equipment. So little fun fact that we got points being secured. Engineers were forced away from the south. Himself is not going to get the fuel there, so that's actually going to hurt, or has the potential of hurting Redxwings a bit here early on. Then again, there's the Oberkommando West. It's not necessarily going to hurt right away quite as much compared to, say, had been flying versus the Wehrmacht, fighting versus the Wehrmacht, in which case an early fuel disadvantage could quickly end up rather disadvantageous. Strafniki tagging in SVT-40, rifles turning into the Volksgrenadiers. The SVT-40, a semi-automatic rifle there of Soviet make, was actually basically based on the AVT-36, which was actually a fully automatic battle rifle. The problem was, it was too powerful and the gun couldn't handle the recoil, so they basically made it into a semi-automatic rifle, at which point you got the SVT-40. Fun fact. Scout car there on the way for Redxwings. Volkskorps here pulling up into cover. Schnelldieter, get in there. Strafniki taking forward. Might the Volkskorps have a small chance of overcoming them, or will the Strafniki tear apart the Volksmen there with the SVT-40s? And their great amount of bullets there. They got more Volksmen in there. We're taking the cut-off point. Strafniki now getting focused down by several sides. Not looking too good there at the same time. Miner fighting down. They got mines going up here pretty aggressively, though in this case the penal troops are there to ruin the day for the Sturm Pioneers, cancelling it all. You can also signal here to Redxwings. He's probably going to need a minesweeper soon enough. Burrow there, poor Heinz is dead. They are getting close up over here. The Strafniki is simply tearing it apart there with their semi-automatic rifle fire. We got the scout there rushing into the centre. Engineers falling back. North slowly being secured here by the Reich. Point there being secured. We got the infantry basic charge. You need to be careful getting engaged now by several German troops. Got a few shots going in there versus the infantry A1. Volkskorps pulling up in cover, basically sort of engage the engineers out of the building for a much safer position. I mean, if this is basically, Redxwings playing the surge, at least to a certain extent like he did before, we'll probably be seeing a mechanized armor company up soon enough, and a pair of SS in the 60s to help deal with light vehicles, medium armor, and of course also provide him with artillery support. In that regard, a multi-purpose weapon. Of course, an assault gun. Got more Strafniki there on the way. Question is, of course, he's going to get anything in between to sort of maybe help prepare for any vehicles. In that regard, he could go for tank heighted tactics. So reserve army is not really going to offer him much, nor is Lend-Lease tactics. Maybe using the Juska there with armor-piercing rounds if it could work. Continued fighting here. We got Strafniki being equipped with a flamethrower. The other ones are finally arriving on the battlefield, but the ones here are basically overwhelmed, worn down through many engagements. They are finally forced back to the base. Volkskorps still holding up. The engineers managed to still keep things reasonably under control. There we go. Another counterattack here. No mines though so far from Redxwings. Then again, all munitions seem to be going towards flamethrowers and whatnot. South there being secured. Germans counterattacking there from the north. We've got Sturm Pioneer, Volksgrenadier. No sign of a doctrine from either side. And we've got a mechanized regiment headquarters up there for Crazyman. A flak half-track could be a sort of good start there versus the infantry and the scout car. And there we go, engineers pushed away. We've got minesweepers up here, so over here Redxwings is beginning to prepare for enemy mines. You've seen one, so of course obviously in most cases you're going to see more. So a sensible reaction there from Redxwings. Scout coming in from the north, engage the forces, quickly counting them down. Going to see if I suppose he can't delay Redxwings in turn there by holding up the building, but the forces have engaged, pushed back. Not really looking like the best start here for Crazyman. He's suffering a lot of problems. He's also splitting up a bit more than often, which seems to be having, at least for now, some success in the south. Also getting minesweepers himself. Getting sharp thinking there. Even though he hasn't seen any mines, I mean, it's always prudent, in particular playing versus Celtics, assume they're laying down some kind of either mines or demo charges. And there we go, we actually got Tank Hunter being chosen, got Contracts on the way, so it looks like he'll be going for the anti-tank rifles there. Maybe, or at least just in need for the anti-tank grenade assault. Flak half-tank almost down, and certainly versus that, the Tank Hunter Doctrine should prove a potent choice. If he can sort of pull it off correctly, otherwise I'm going to end up wasted as the Flak half-tank tears his men apart. Could lay down some barbed wire here and here, maybe to sort of make it a bit harder for Redxwings to hold on to his own cut-off point. But there we go, we got the Flak half-tank rushing forwards. Setting up there. Already spotted here thanks to the stuff needing the church, of course. Redxwings, of course, is warned of its presence and its potent powers. Getting out there, but right into the field of fire, the Flak half-tank launches the front of the ears. They're taking losses. On the other hand, I think he's basically just trying to take a safer path there before hitting retreat, so he doesn't run through the Flak half-tank and maybe suffers catastrophic losses. Bit short on the command points if I get the PTRS package. Another conscript got there on the way. Certainly a bit of an interesting sort of strategy to see actually a mix of stuff, and then going conscripts with Tank Hunter, sort of get an anti-tank component there. In the meanwhile, Crazyman has gone for Scavenge and immediately calls in the Jaeger infantry. Engineers there pushed away, points have been scrubbed, got stuff in the head, then getting the full gun is there. Engineers on the fire from the Flak half-track. Mining the point there, good spot there by the way. It's a very sort of close quarters area, so I mean a mine here can actually do a lot of damage. Moving up to deal with the Strofniki down there. Trying to get back the fuel point is denied to the fascists for the time being. That's obviously not quite working out as he hoped for there. They've only pulled out the minesweeper there, although it was actually close to wiping out the engineers there as well. I could imagine the engineers go, yeah, don't step there! Why? Surprise! Boom. Oh well. Got 3 Strofniki there, 2 conscripts. There we go, we got the PTS 40s on, not 40s, just PTSs on the way there. The Germans also did use them, amongst other things, actually used several anti-tank rifles. They had their own, but they also used some Czechoslovakian anti-tank rifles, which were also pretty potent. In fact, were better than the German ones. And I imagine they also used the Soviets wherever they could. There we go, Scout car charging in there. Drying about there, a bit faster maybe. There we go, it's basically having the Scout car absorb the hits there from the 2 centimeter flat. He gets out, I think, a bit too soon there. He could try and pop off an anti-tank grenade assault. It's too late. Oh, they're just getting shredded there. Can they get it? And they just barely do. Damn close there, though. Damn close. I mean, it was a bit risky there to pop up a bit too early there, and he almost got wiped, but in the end, he was actually able to wipe out the Flak half-track there. I think Crazyman kept a few more units there to support. I think he could have pulled it off, but in this case, it was basically a bit too exposed and thus easily overwhelmed. Even with this, though, again, it was an incredibly close shave there. Incredibly close shave. That was definitely some brass balls play there from Redxwings. Anyways, Force Steel Punch moving up. Jaeger's basically holding up the building there. Not really doing much. We've got engagement up north. German troops falling back there already as the northern victory point falls in there. Victory point, by the way, looking very much to the advantage of Crazyman for the time being already. And it's not even 10 minutes. Definitely some problems there for Redxwings. And again, with the destruction of the Flak half-track, he might just have bought himself some time. We've got a second Jaeger infantry squad there arriving. Jaegers basically being troops for sort of more difficult terrain. They were, in a sense, light assault troops, though. Some bits I've seen indicate they're actually heavily equipped with MP40s, actually. So, little fun fact there. Got a spare panzer quarter going up there for Crazyman. Not training any munitions for fuel though. Northern victory point been gained there, but the southern one is being lost here to the showdown. We got mines going down there for Redxwings. And there we go, the mechanized armor company are up. The scout car is still operational. There we go, counters with the PTS in it again.
Okay, that's the last one.
Forces holding up, blocking off the point there. He's got 2 Panzer XP, he's sort of trying to deal with it. Engineers have to be reported. Volt's going to need a pretty bad position. I mean, not really the best place you want to be caught there. At the same time, there you go, shots in the centre. Jaeger drops dead. That's the third infantry reports out the flamethrower. Strafniger being forced away. Also a fun fact about Soviet flamethrowers, several of them were actually disguised to sort of look like rifles, so it's harder to pick out the particular soldier wielding the flamethrower. In fact, the first model of it even had the flamethrower pack on the back, looking more like a regular backpack. Little fun fact, though in general, I mean, flamethrower troops were quickly spotted up by the enemy and taken down, and generally, if they were captured by the enemy, they'd usually be taken aside and shot. No one really liked the flamethrower troopers. Same thing with the snipers. Little fun facts there. Anyways, still punching a bit of trouble. The Strafniki with Scott Kaya supporting. And up here, the Jaeger seem to be slightly doing over here versus the conscripts. Seeing them running before running themselves. So, why are we running? Exercise. Yeah, exercise.
Target secure.
But Kedmir on the way, maybe realising the Panzerix aren't quite cutting it. And with this, of course, Chris is going to be, he's going for Obersoldaten, or he's going to go for Lux, or he's going to play for a Panther. I mean, playing for a Panther right now, I think, would be a sort of longer term, a safer bet. We got munitions cast while they're going up here for Redxwings, returning help with mines. Of both kinds, he's sort of got available there, anti-tank grenade, assaults and other bits there, plus, of course, also the salvage kits, by the way, which you could consider using. I mean, he could, for example, then get some fuel and manpower out of the flak half plant, and that's actually the difference here between Oberkommando Western salvage and the Soviet salvage. This only gives you fuel, maybe within a doctrine here get some more munitions as well, compared with this one, and it'll give you both manpower and fuel depending on how it was. It's not just a flat rate like the Oberkommando West, this is basically depending on the vehicle, so you can actually get more resources out of it. In fact, we'll see it here in play. It's a bit rare, get to see particularly versus the Oberkommando West. In this case, he's actually getting munitions. I thought it would be something else. Huh.
You have done what you were told.
But there you go, still got him some resources. Quickly using this later in our arm. We got the Lux Aufklärungspanzer there in the way for the 4th SS, apparently set in by a nearby Panzer Division, I imagine. Port stepping secured, held. He could lay down some more barbed wire to make moving there more difficult. Mines could also work. We got the first Su-26 there arriving for Redxwings. He's very fond of those light assault guns there.
We have 200 points remaining.
And at this point, he's practically a hallmark of Redxwings, Soviet play they actually gets them. Ports there being secured though. And of course, I mean, there's the Oberkommando. Let's see here what Crazyman is going for. The SM6 will actually be a reasonably good choice. Can easily hunt down and deal with the light vehicles, plus of course bombard enemy infantry positions, making it a bit harder for them to sort of just be secure and such. Which means they're shattering a few fences, further fighting for the fuel point up there. Redxwings is now really on the offensive here versus Crazyman. Stuffney here getting ready to sort of quick rush about with a flamethrower in hand. Su-6 moving about there. And we got some shots going off against the Lux. Stuffney there caught. Sent running back to Moscow. Well, probably not actually. There you go though. Anti-tank rifle fire and Su-6 fire there. Connects with the Lux, doing quite a bit of damage there. At the same time, push up here being resisted by the Raketenwerfer. More German infantry rushing through. Jaeger's a bit here and there. By the way, he could consider, if he's got the munitions for it, eventually to lay down some booby traps, sort of make it a bit harder here for Redxwings to sort of harass about. And there you go, the Raketenwerfer getting bombarded by the Su-6, high explosive rounds being fired. Quickly forcing the Raketenwerfer to consider its choice of state. Jaegers here making short work with the conscripts, standing up in the open there. They are reasonably easy targets. Got the salvage engineers them about as well. Not really much else for them to salvage at the moment. And there we go. It's just rushed off here by the full squad here. We got the other troops ready to counter-attack. Right into the building though. Quick flamethrower burst puts a stop to that.
Commander abilities ready.
Crazyman sort of milling about here and there. There's no at the moment. It's really seeming the overall strategy here going on. Just sort of push back the enemy and kill the infantry. I guess we got another S6 here on the way for Redxwings. Infantry sort of leading the way. The S6 basically supporting the infantry as best as it can at its low cost.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Kednefer shatters the cover there. Luke's ready to fight again. There only one killed so far. Only one killed so far. Oh dear, straight into a mine there. Damaged engine. Half health left. And 2 columns there of Strafniki moving forwards. With the Nitrous, they're charging through the terrain as well. And getting Obersoldaten there. Crazyman adding in some Obersoldaten. There we go, Volkswagen rushing in to sort of try and cover here the S66 versus anything that can knock it out, like say that, the S66. There we go, S16 off. Luke still needs to get away. Luke needs to get away. And there you go, Strafniki getting off quite a bit of punishment there. As they are suffering horribly. In fact, we could see the unit there wipe, but looks like no, just got wiped there. Luke's tore him apart. Immediately did not make it back home. Troops here suffering to the other Strafniki, closing in eventually flee. S66 falling back. At the same time, we got another bombardment here in the centre. With the replacement Strafniki even there on the way. Almost got the Kednefer there. Did not though and fell back. And meanwhile, we got another nice assault here from Redxwings in the north. Nope, by the way, he's mostly applying pressure to the south and the north. Centre he's sort of avoiding. I mean, he's nowhere to probably here that Crazyman is best prepared to step by sort of poking north and south and sort of try and find out where Crazyman isn't quite strong there, and then make good progress there, and of course prepare for a counterattack and then bleed him out that way. So overall, nice offensive play there by Redxwings, but at the same time not, you know, completely reckless. And of course in that regard, the S66s with the speed and such can quickly sort of rush back and forth to support either side. In particular also note again, he's not just keeping them there, he's keeping here in the centre where they can then respond faster. Essentially it's a reserve position, which is always a good thing to have. When for example you have to defend large amount of territory, keep a small mobile reserve that can then swiftly react to things. And there you go, Jaegers always about counter-attacking north here, conscripts Strafniki trying their best sort of hold them back. But they are certainly suffering out here. Luke's moving in support as well. Jaegers forced away, flamethrower bursts, quickly turning their wooden fortification into something a bit more hazardous. And there you go, Veterans one and Luke's. They're being forced back here due to the sheer volume of the anti-tank rifles. Also I'm doing here what they can. You might want to consider getting the light machine in here to help them out though. Getting off a few more shots from the south. We're going to get another push, even as the attention is being drawn away to the north. He pressures in the south, and now, of course, with all that, he then apparently sort of decides to strike in the centre as well. Once he's sort of drawn out Crazyman's own reserves and sort of worn them down, ensuring there's little to respond with here in the centre. Good thinking. Oh, we got a counter-attack though. Crazyman's still got more to give here, and he's basically, I think, bombarding the Schwerpanzer quarters. Doing a bit of damage there, but nothing too serious. Okay, from there gets off a quick shot there. Well, even that's not going to last long there with the Strafniki moving ahead. And take the timing for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Redxwings sort of making good progress here versus Crazyman. Crazyman on the other hand struggling a bit here, in part because he's sort of, you know, wiggling a bit back and forth here. Rather, he's sort of initially deciding on what part of the map to hold, centre north or centre south. Rather, he's sort of just trying to hold it all, and that's overall making it easy there. Of course, for Redxwings sort of hit and run and make pinpricks here and there to sort of do some damage to Crazyman, but overall the Crazyman having a hard time responding to it and overall losing territories. And that guy named Crazyman needs to make a decision on what he wants to hold initially and then sort of take it from there. He should also definitely work his way towards a Panther in that regard. Trading for fuel is going to be absolutely vital. He can't really keep this up, otherwise I fear. Of course, I mean, if he wants to, he could try and play for a Yak Panther, but I'm not entirely sure that would be fully recommendable either. Then again, it might just be it, but I find it very unlikely. A Panther overall would be a better choice. Would deal with both armor, vehicles, and of course also infantry. So in that regard, the Panther is just overall a much stronger choice, and he should definitely be aiming for it as soon as possible. Otherwise, consider upgrading the orbital dart there with the light machine guns, and otherwise again focus here. And otherwise sort of try to maybe catch the SS-6s with a quick raid from an unexpected angle. And that's not really much else there to sort of really comment on for Crazyman at the moment. For Redxwings, I mean, overall he's keeping up things pretty good there. He's pressuring, he's attacking. He could consider adding in a CoH2 there for sort of artillery support of further kind there to sort of bombard Crazyman's infantry position even further, and so and also help deal here with the Schwerpanzer headquarters. It would certainly make things more difficult there for Crazyman. Another option would be actually to consider taking up for maybe some tanks to sort of support the SS-6s. I mean, a few T-34s I think could do quite well there for Redxwings as well. But it certainly would require a bit of resources, of course. I mean, it's not necessarily the option, but it is a option. In which case, you might consider a fuel cache or two to sort of further support that. Otherwise, there's not really much else to comment on, and in fact, there's a back here to the fight. Okay, we're falling back. Continue falling back. By the way, the scout kid still holding on. Veterans, you too. Veterans, you too. Volkswagen's taking minor losses. Veterans here for the Strafniki. Not quite ready yet to fire barrage. The other way, Crazyman here is clustering his troops together, could make it work. But he does get around to it. Luke's counterattacking in the south, quickly catching the Strafniki, tearing into them. Centerworks Jaegers are in trouble here. Then again, the engineers of the church are in even bigger trouble since they got a minesweeper and they're surrounded. Shots fired there, Panzer flies. Bombardment. Now I think he was expecting to move into it, instead he ends up wasting the barrages. That'd be unfortunate there for Redxwings. Of course, because they're taking further shots, but not really connecting there. Scout car taking shots. Looks like they might all make it out of there. Those going to be rather close there. And with no support so far from the infantry, it might be a bit tricky as well. There we go, M3A1 burst apart like a melon. Hit with a rocket. Something. And there you go, he's actually taking for a tank of a tank command. That's actually pretty rare to see from a Soviet player going both for the mechanized armor company and the tank of a tank command. I'm not saying it's a bad choice, it's just a rare one you sort of don't see very often. And right there, he basically shifted over to this, so he could actually salvage the M3A1 there for resources. Good job there, good job there. That should help him out a bit. Again, there we go, manpower fuel. Ensuring he at least gets something back there from the cost of it. Luke's moving about. And Stu and Punier there in a bit of trouble. There we go, but again, the systems, looks like the concepts are torn apart. The 2 centimeter Kampfwagenkanone. There we go, Veterans too. Conscripts set running. And we got an anti-tank bombing run here, ready now for Redxwings, which would certainly make things more difficult if any heavy armor that's called in for Crazyman. Or could be used for pretty good effect against any building.
Capture complete. Standing by.
Crazyman getting closer there to the Panther.
Keep your heads down and be ready to move.
Getting closer. Victory points wise, though, things are not looking good for Redxwings. I mean, that guy, you know, I mean, while Crazyman's strategy has some flaws, I mean, it could very well be focused just around bleeding his opponent in victory points, in which case it's working out pretty damn well. So far, anyway, Scoops there almost knocked out by these 6s. And then again, Jaeger's getting bombarded. Oh, there we go, almost got the entire unit. Before the folks gonna do is lead a fresh counter-attack. Southwards, another attempt at breaking through from Crazyman, trying to push back Redxwings once more. And with this out, Redwings can soon add in some armor to the battle, and that's going to make things more difficult here for Crazyman. It's only going to make it more tricky for him to sort of basically drain his opponent's victory points. But there you go, he's actually rushing in the H6 here to deal with the orbital dart and basically keep them occupied while the Stuffnik can then fire away at them. Mine went off there, I think, damaging the engine of the H6 assault gun. At the same time, down south, Conscripts force away the steel pioneers, leave behind only a full squad. The Stuffnik getting in to support. And he goes for Ostwind Flag Panzer now. I definitely feel this is a bit of an off choice, in particular for Crazyman. I mean, Flak Half-Tack looks then Flak Panzer. I mean, I think he's focused a bit too much than just sort of anti-infantry vehicles. We need something with a bit sort of broader capabilities. And I feel the Flak Panzer is a bit of a bad choice. I mean, I could be proven wrong here, but I'm not too confident of this considering the overall sort of development of the battle so far.
They are down only to 50 points.
SF-60 moving in for some kills. Oh, getting hit there by the Flak Panzer. Ken Method joins in there, gets a good hit. We got SF-6 veteran too though. Increasing damage and accuracy. Also decreases the cooldown. Flak Panzer continues its deadly hunt. Looks like he's trying to knock out the H6s there with his Flak Panzer. I think that's a bit bold there, if anything. And he's just careful here. And he's just charging in now. I think he's just sort of trying to do as much damage right there, exposing the rear armor. Very poor choice there, very poor choice of. And he just wasted that Flak Panzer in the end, just wasted. Definitely a poor choice there by Crazyman. And now we got a T-34-76 out, and he's basically just put himself off from a Panther. I mean, had he just saved the resource, he just had to wait one more minute, he could have gotten a Panther, and that would definitely given a much stronger hand. But right now, he's got a Lux and a mix of other things to sort of deal with the T-34 and two H6s. Lux managed to wipe some units here. Small victory there. Of course, there's another vehicle to be salvaged, showing more resources. Redwings, in fact, could soon call in another T-34. But of course, we add in another T-34-76. Or will Redwings have something else in mind here?
The enemy is down to 25 points.
Oh, trying to cross into here with the T-34. Looks like we've got no extra T-34 down the way for him. Despite being able to go for it. Also down win the engagement there versus the Stuffnik, sending them running. And there's more being added there to Redwings' force. There you go, damage in the Lux. Closing in on Veteran 3 though. I mean, he's able to keep it alive for quite some time there, which is a bit rarer with the Luxes, to be honest. T-34 rolls onwards, undeterred, despite heavily damaged here. Not entirely sure what Redwings are thinking with that. Looks they barely made it. Conscripts also barely made it, and that thing is almost Veteran T3. Almost, but not quite. T-34-76 almost knocked out here. He could lose if just the Ken moved a bit further. We got another one on the way finally. And again, another push there for the fuel. T-34 knocked out. The Ken method took care of that. Ja, ich werfe die Raketen quite good, ja.
Aufgepasst! Check weapons. Panzerschreck.
Enemy infantry!
Bit of shooting going on here, Fox is quickly suffering losses. Second T-34-76 ready in moments. And he's down to 4 victory points, though. Can Redwings pull this off? I mean, he's, I think, been a bit too lax around the victory points. 3 points left here for Redwings. 3 points left. Fighting desperately here to retain the one in center. Oh, look, got caught in a really, really bad position. F-65 through there, knocking it out. Terrible loss right there for Crazyman. Still, if he can keep his head calm, he should still be able to pull it off. We got a demo charge here to recover the victory point. Southern victory point then secured. Keep it moving in there and straight into the demo. And there you go. Almost the entire unit wiped out. You might see the survivor there killed on retreat by the T-34-76. Charging through there, tearing through fences. The Jaeger running desperately, but unable to escape here. Death at the hands of the T-34-76. Infantry charging through here, need to secure that point. 3 points still remaining. 3 points still remaining. Orbitron trying to change to the Jaegers. Oh, not the Jaegers, the Strafniki. Both in negative cover though. Both in negative cover. Looks like the Jaegers are the... Oh, no, the Orbers are down the ones losing out here. No. A grenade throw there, or 2, or 3 in fact, rather turn things around. Another unit wiped in an attempt to sort of rush for the victory point. Crazyman needs to be careful. Needs to be careful there. One wrong move could throw it all away if he gets too desperate. And in points like these, you need to stay cool because, I mean, this is the very exact moment where you're more likely to do a lot of mistakes because, I mean, you're just thinking, it's only 3 victory points he's got left. I don't have to think any further than that, and then you really make those big mistakes where you throw away half your army in some silly moments. I mean, he should just play it safe until he sort of gets his force together once more, just sort of launch a proper counterattack because he's got the victory points to hold out for just so long. There's no reason for him to sort of get, you know, all desperate. But of course, at this point, Crazyman's only like to see 3 victory points left, and not see, you know, he's got almost 500 left himself. And of course, he might be able to surprise him and sort of win, but I mean, I've seen so many players right in this kind of junction, and they just throw it all away. Strafniki straight into the Stream Pioneer. Taking losses there. Might want to consider putting away the march. Oh, there we go. And there go, rushed off as well. Nation 6 is ready to bombard here. There we go, good hit. Strong Pioneers desperately trying to avoid they're getting annihilated by the artillery barrage going down. We got another T-34 there on the way for Redxwings. Crazyman really needs a Panther right now. It is his best hope here of winning this, I think. Okay, we're moving straight here into the conscripts line of fire. Flottillas moving in from the north here. Trying to ambush the Apes and Sixes, but they're simply infantry acting in front here to screen. Centre work is not good either. Orbs unforced away. Okay, we're doing what he can with his T-34. Mine went off. Can he get it? Can he get it? One more rocket, one more rocket. Except he doesn't have line of sight. He can't see the T-34. Barely any units left here for Crazyman. Barely, and he suffered so much. I mean, he's thrown it away here in his desperate attempt to sort of just gain those victory points for long enough. And that's the exact kind of thing you have to care about, as I mentioned here. Got the T-34, but Redwing still got several infantry squads, assault guns, and a tank. And just as repairing it, ah shit. Well, time to salvage it. There we go. And attacking the Schwerpanzer quarters here, denying Crazyman, well, he's attempting to deny him the option here, of course, getting in a tank there that actually fled. And Redwings, he could actually, I think, call in the bombing strike right now and knock it out. Crazyman, though, barely any resources, but he's getting so close to the Panther. So close.
Under attack! Gänsemarsch! Protect the flank! Contact!
Another T-34 there on the way. Fourth one being repaired. S6 is supporting. Of course, they're fighting versus Strafniki down south. Exchange of fire and actual fire there. Go grenade gun first and force. There, forces forced away though. And to take off the drop. Strong Pioneers arriving again here for Crazyman. Got the Strafniki moving forward here with a flamethrower and a Panther strike pilfered from the dead corpse of a Fuller's Grenadier. Could probably grab that PTRS if he wanted. So close. Oh, he calls in an anti-tank bombing run there versus the Schwerpanzer quarters. Just right before he actually has the resources to call in a Panther. And there you go, utterly wrecked.
Castle Gruber command has been lost. Dispatching a more
And now Crazyman, his only option in this case in theory would be the Yak Punch, and that's going to be questionable now, because it won't help that much versus the infantry. Terrible development right there for Crazyman, and this could very well be GG for him. Redxwings pulling victory here from the jaws of defeat with only 3 victory points left himself. Burning the house there to ensure no Jaegers arrive. He's trying to line on fire. I thought you said you were arrested for being a pyromaniac. Alright, I lied. I got arrested for accountancy. Anyway, Jaeger's actually appearing out of the building just as about to get lit on fire. And then they get lit on fire themselves. That's a bit unfortunate. T-54s are bombing out units. And basically everything's here falling apart for Crazyman. And there we go, game over, a loss there to Crazyman, a victory there for Redxwings. I rather felt like it came down to that mistake there basically where instead of going for a Panther, he went for the Austrian and he then threw away the Austrian. That was definitely a huge mistake there, which allowed Redxwings sort of really gain the most traction there, T-54 and sort of really get back in the fight, although it was very close. And then of course then he basically panicked by the end there with only 3 victory points left, allowing Redxwings to sort of exploit that panic and win the fight. But overall interesting play. I mean, rarely we get to see SN6s, rarely see Stravniki and sort of then mixing in with Tank Hunter conscripts. Overall pretty interesting play there. Crazyman sort of also did right, but there were several times I think he got basically just too confident, too cocky, and then just basically threw away some otherwise valuable units, which really allowed Redxwings to sort of do a little more damage and overall get back and hold on to the fight here. So I mean, I think that sort of rather encapsulates that. So hopefully you enjoyed this match, hopefully you learned something from it. Hopefully it goes on the S1 matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in replay and some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dating. Cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.